Union. Welcome to Knoch High School, and here it is, the big one, the big Section 1 matchup between the Highlands Golden Rams and the Knoch Knights, along with the Dean Mike Choma and Ladin and Signorella. Hired Muscle Dom is here too. This is Mike, Jimmy Kunst is over there too. This is Mike Pavlik greeting you from Knoch High School, Dean, on a Tuesday night. It's a cold night out, but it's a warm night in here.
Big crowd tonight, Mike, and again, you can't undersell this one. This is for all the chips. We both held our end up after they beat us on our court. We won all of our section games, although Derry gave Knoch a scare last Friday night. They were down 9 at halftime. They roared back, and this week in the newspaper, some back and forth between the teams. Most notably, Julian Sanks of Knoch said, Highlands has 2 very good players, and I have to mention that we play 5 guys, and I told the other 3 guys, you did not get mentioned. I hope you take that personally, and you show up here this evening to show Mr. Sanks there's more than just our Luke and Johnny show.
Well, the first time these two teams played back on the 8th of January, Knoch beat Highlands 74-59, and it was the Scott Frazier show, scoring 33 big points. Are the Rams going to do anything special with him tonight?
Well, Mike, he averages 16 a game, best game he ever had in his career, and the answer is we can't really, for the simple reason that they have 5 players. They can all play. Like Sank said, we only have 2. We do have 5 also, but their 5 are all 6'2". They have to be accounted for. On the other side of the ledger, though, I think we do have to take advantage of Johnny's height. At 6'7", I'd like to see him isolated down on the blocks and, work on, just trying to draw fouls there. And these are the kind of games where Johnny really has to step up, and we're going to need a big performance out of him here tonight.
No, we definitely are. Well, what are the keys to tonight's game? Again, Highlands lost that game by 15 points, and the interesting part was Knoch made 5 more three-pointers. Easy math.
Well, and Mike, I think it comes down to this. You can't let them have the lead, because if they get the lead, Ron McNabb, veteran coach that he is, he knows how to massage the lead. I always said if he was at the casino, he holds on 15 and hopes that the dealer busts. So he will hold that lead. To me, it was a 5-point game, 42-37 at one point. That's when he said we had enough. You had an interesting number about the 60s with them.
Well, right, and this is an interesting number. The minute he got to 60, that's when he pulled the ball out. Highlands scored 59. Here's the other thing. Highlands hasn't won a game if they haven't scored at least 60 points this year, and Knoch has only allowed 60 twice. I think if the Rams are going to win this game, they're going to have to win it in the 50s.
7-0, 6-1 is going to be a great one, Mike.
Sure is. Well, another Highlands basketball season can mean only one thing. Post-game at the Anchor Inn, Joe, Andy, and Dee continue that family tradition started by their parents way back in 1953, and they're prepping for a big crowd tonight. No school tomorrow already, so that,
both schools.
Right. No one has any school, because obviously they teach school
So we're going to treat this like a Friday night?
Right. They have school outside, right? Is that why we can't have school?
I guess so.
Okay. Great home-cooked meal without having to do the cooking indoors at the Anchor Inn, where it will be warm. The original Anchor Burger is always a fan favorite, as well as those signature season wings. The kitchen is open till 11, so there's no better way to celebrate a Highlands victory than with friends and family at the Anchor Inn. That's the Anchor Inn on Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard. The big one is coming up. Highlands at Knoch, and it's right after this. All right, we are back at Knoch for tonight's game. The starting lineups brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting in Natrona Heights. For stores, schools, churches, any of your commercial and industrial painting needs, they got you covered.
All right, Mike, the Golden Rams, the visitors will be introduced first. Number 13, Don Pacey, a sophomore, 5'8", averaging 5.1 per game. Other guard is number 11, Corey Myers, junior, 6 foot, averaging 10.8, coming off a 6 3-point performance against Lincoln Park on Sunday. Number 23, Luke Cochran, our leading scorer at 19.6, a 6'2 junior. 6'7", the big guy in the middle. Number 20, Johnny Christ, the junior, coming in averaging 15.6 per game. And our center, number 1, Seth Cohen, a 6'3 senior, coming in averaging 6.1 per game.
Remember to beautify and protect. Call Dan Timmons Painting today, 724-224-2851. Dan Timmons Painting, they got you covered.
And Mike, a long greeting line here for the
Really?
Knights.
They're going to be all tired out to get to the end of that. Might come to Highlands' advantage.
And I'll tell you what, they got to hit a big guy in the middle down there. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And Mike, they have not lost a game here at home this year,
Nope.
have they?
They are 4-0. They've won 5 in a row dating back to last year. The last team to beat them here was Hampton on February 6th of last year.
They'll start number 33, Jake Scheidt, a 6'2 junior, averaging 6 points a game. Their only senior in the lineup, 6'2 senior, number 45, Julian Sanks, averages 12.2 per game. Another 6'2 junior, number 15, Jared Schreckenglass, averages 8.8 per game. Scott Fraser, Mike, the guy who killed us last game with 33 points, 6'2 junior, wears number 2. And their big guy in the middle, number 23, Brady McKee, 6'3 junior, averages 7.1 per game.
I think we buried the lead on Knoch. We talked about the fact they'd won all 4 home games. Yeah, that means they played 13 games on the road and 4 at home, and they're 13-4.
Whoa.
They have a lot of home games coming up here as the season goes on. Don Gambridge, Dom DeFrancis, and Ron Richards, the latter 2 of those officials, worked the first game back 3 weeks ago at Highlands. Tip-off brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Individualized basketball training for 3rd graders through varsity and beyond. You can call them at 724-980-2100.
And Mike, if you go to MasonEliteHoops.com, and you can see Mike has put a lot of stuff up lately about ball handling skills, shooting. Great to see the young kids take a look at that and learn to do it the right way early on.
All right, we're set to go for all the marbles, or at least a share of them. If Knoch wins this game, they clinch at least a share of the section title. It would be their first section championship since 2014 when they had a 3-way tie with Indiana and Mars. Highlands, of course, won their section last year, trying to go back-to-back for the 4th time in school history. Knoch wins the tap. They move right to left, dressed in their home whites. Highlands in the traveling brown uniforms.
Highlands starting out playing straight man-to-man, Mike.
This is Frazier. And again, Knoch is so dependent on their 3-pointers. Now this is a 2, and it's drained by Brady McKee. 2-0 Knights.
Knoch last game, Mike, played straight man-to-man the entire game.
Here's Kreis, post to Cochran. It's tipped out of bounds by Sanks. Highlands will keep control of the basketball. 30 seconds in, 2-0 Knoch.
And it's not an optical illusion, Mike. They're all the same size for Knoch.
They are. Everybody's 6'2". Cochran into the paint. Dumps it off to Kreis on the baseline. He got bumped, and they're going to call him out of bounds. Could have called a foul there, but Johnny stepped on the line with the ball, and that's a turnover.
And Mike, it's the first line. There's a thin gold line on there. You got to watch. We've had problems with that line in the past.
Now Frazier kicked it back out. Now 3's on the way. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Sanks skied up there. It's loose on the floor, and the Rams have it. It's a battle, and it's a jump ball. Highlands will have possession.
And Mike, it's beach night again.
Across the way.
Knoch student section, all their beach attire. Hopefully it's like it was last Friday night, and we can send them to play on the beach like we do with Freeport.
This is Cochran in a 2-0 game. Cohen back out to Myers with Sanks on him. The Rams hit 4 3-pointers in that home game against Knoch. They were all hit by Mason Swanger. Here's Cochran for 3. It's down. Well, that took care of that right there. 3-2 high.
Deep, Mike, behind the basket.
And my point was going to be, that's not going to happen again. That every other player wasn't going to make one. This is Sanks left corner, out to Frazier. Now Sanks on the reversal. Rams in a 2-3.
Yep.
Or is it man?
Well, looks like they're sinking, Mike.
Yeah, it looks like it.
2-3.
This is Sanks. It's off the back rim. Rebound, a long rebound, and nice shielding job by Schreckenglass. Frazier all the way to the basket. Shot, score, foul.
Looked like Seth Cohen, Mike, was caught betwixt and between. Wanted to try to draw the charge. Frazier avoided that, then he stuck his hand out at the end. Frazier goes to the line at 74% foul shooting.
4-3 Knights. Frazier chance to make it 5-3. And they killed Highlands from the line in that first meeting. Frazier, we mentioned, had 33 points. He comes in averaging 16.3. So that was double his average.
That was a career high.
Cochran loops it over to Myers in the paint with a runner. It's down.
Corey's been adding that to his game lately, Mike. Known as a three-point shooter at 6 against Lincoln Park.
Tied at 5. Frazier went in and got shut off. Kicked it back to Sanks. A moving three is good. Oh, and he was moving to his left. Shot it back to his right, and he drained it. And a nice lead, 8-5.
And that's a move we saw last year, Mike. Don't want to see again.
Steal by Sanks. The ball is loose.
They're going to get Seth Cohen.
Cohen's going to get his second foul. Antoine McDaniel quickly off the Highlands bench. Knoch with a 3-point lead.
McDaniel might play the whole junior varsity game with JV's won by 3 on a DJ Loveland
3-pointer from the corner.
In the waning seconds of that game.
The officials are setting things up here, making sure all the substitutions are correct and everybody's where they need to be. So this is Jake Scheit. 3-point Knights lead. Frazier out top. Now to McKee. Left side for Scheit. Drives in, kicked it back to Schreckengost, and Myers stole it.
And then
Schreckengost fouled him.
Turnover for
now there's Dom DeFrancis and Don Gambridge having a discussion here, and we'll see what Dom DeFrancis decides. They called it a jump ball. They took the foul away. You got to be kidding.
How can you change that call?
That's terrible.
And
Stosh,
it was right in front of DeFrancis.
Right. And Stosh is fired up right now.
It's right in front of DeFrancis.
And Knoch gets the ball on the arrow.
Unbelievable.
One of the other guy called a foul. You can't take that back.
I can see if the referee's positions were switched, but that was not Gambridge's call.
But he will take control of the game. There's no doubt about it. That's a 2 by Schreckengost. It's in and out and in again. Well, he goes from getting a foul to getting 2 points, and it's 10-5.
That's not good.
And exactly what you said, and Christ drives in, scores the goal, and draws the foul.
I believe Schreckengost will get that one, but don't quote.
That is correct. Good call, Dean. So it's 10-7, and now Christ with a chance to cut it to 2. Johnny 53% on the year. He had 19 the first time these two teams played. The Rams' leading scorer.
Last time we were here, Mike, we won by 20, right?
Right, and that was in 2016. Frazier drives all the way through, gets shut off by Christ. Ball falls right into the hands of McKee, and he lays it in. And they're not missing, by the way. It's 12-8. I think he missed 2 shots so far. Christ to Myers. McDaniel out of the corner. Now back out to Cochran with Frazier on him. Uses a Christ screen. They're going to call a foul on Johnny Christ. But a moving pick, and that's a good call. That's 3 team fouls on Highlands. Knoch has committed 1. The Knights lead at 12-8.
Oh, boy. Gonna bite my tongue there, Mike.
Here's Sanks. It was a good call. I mean, it was a running block. Here's his Frazier out top. Left side for Schreckengost. His 3 is down. Jared Schreckengost. Second leading 3-point hitter on this team, and it's 15-8. Underneath to Christ. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
McKee going to get that one. His first, team second.
I believe he may have gotten in foul trouble the first game. Price's first is short. He'll get another. It's a 7-point Knights lead, 4 minutes in. Interesting, we always talk about Knoch's defense. Highlands is the 3rd leading scoring team in 4A. Knoch is 4th, so Knoch scores. Johnny missed them both. Knoch by 7 with the ball. Here's Sanks. Drives in, kicked it out. Frazier's 3 is good.
And Mike, what we didn't want to happen has, and that is down by double digits early on. Now we got to dig ourselves out of the hole.
18-8.
Use a lot of energy doing that, Mike.
Pacey went off of Knoch last out of bounds. Highlands will keep it at 3:33. 10-point lead for the Knights. Now they loop it into Christ. It's a bad pass, but Johnny does a good job to retrieve it. Now to McDaniel. Cochran knifes his way through. Glass, no good. Knoch knocked it out. Highlands will keep the basketball.
Swanger coming in to replace Pacey.
And we mentioned earlier, Swanger had 4 3-pointers the first game.
We've had trouble with the inbound pass to Johnny at high lob.
Loop it deep to Cochran. Cochran kicked it over to 2 people in the same place. Myers took it.
Yeah, spacing.
Turnaround jumper, he's fouled.
Boy, we're going to get a break.
We're going to get Julian Sanks. That's a bailout by Sanks. Ron Richards with the call. That'll be his first. Team foul number 3. Those are even at 3 apiece. And Corey Myers will go to the line and shoot 2. He's a 67% foul shooter.
3:17 to go here in the first quarter. And you're right, Mike. Knoch 18 points already on the board. That's what we've been giving up in a half in section play lately.
Myers will get his second. It's 18-9. Nailed them both. 18-10 against pressure. Schreckengoss backcourt. Now to Scheit. Looped it to the corner to Sanks. Steps back and lets it fly. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Cochran.
They missed.
Long lead feed to Christ.
Yeah.
Great defense by Schreckengoss to just steal that when he read the route.
And Johnny's lucky he didn't get called for a foul there, Mike.
Now Frazier got in trouble and threw a bad pass, and now Johnny kicked it out of bounds. Turnover Highlands at 2:52, an 8-point game.
Johnny hit those doors hard, Mike. Hopefully he's okay. There's a chance of overrated, Mike. Well, there's one way to prove that wrong.
Now a 3 by McKee is in and out, no good. Price the rebound. 2:30 to go, first quarter. Knocked by 8. Swanger. Off to Cochran, now to Myers. Sanks has the job on Myers here. Cochran, long feed across to McDaniel. These guys just play tough defense.
Yep. They sag a lot, Mike.
Loop it into Christ, and from behind, Schreckengoss gets his 3rd foul at 2:11. He's looking around like, what did I do? I thought that one was pretty obvious, and Jared Schreckengoss is going to get a nice warm seat here for quite a while. He's got 3 of the 4 fouls. Into the game for the Knights is Ryan Lang, number 20. Now Myers left wing, into Christ. Christ against Frazier, up and under. Nothing. No foul. Missed the shot. Knights the other way. Scheit goes into the lane, had it blocked, back to Frazier, he's fouled. Frazier will shoot 2 at 2 minutes.
Scheit got rim rejected, but right on the spot was Frazier, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be the first foul, McDaniel. B&J Sports, located at 1605 Freeport Road in Natrona Heights, has been outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans of the AK Valley for more than 45 years. When it comes to all of your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. Customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, plaques, or any kind of sports equipment. You just can't beat the service at B&J Sports. And Glenn will even open when it's cold. Yeah.
They're open 9 to 5:30 weekdays, so make sure to stop in tomorrow or give Glenn a call, 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports. Frazier made 1 out of 2. Now underneath to Cochran. He's got 5, and it's 19-12.
I'm going to give a little token 2-3 pressure here.
7-point Knights lead. Corner to Sanks. He's not bashful. It's off the front rim. The long rebound comes out. And
Sanks bought it back. Got it.
And now double dribble. Turnover Knoch. Rams down 7 at 1:21.
3-3 on turnover so far.
Cochran with double high post that time. Cochran's open. His 3. He got hammered after he let it go. There was no foul. But he's right in there for the rebound. He got hammered again. There's nothing. And this will be Highlands ball. Goodness.
2 times. 2 times. Good news, Highlands gets the inbound. 1:01 to go here in the first quarter, trailing by 7.
Now to Myers. Cochran. McDaniel in the corner. Now they work it back out top to Myers. Tries to get around Sanks and dumped it off to McDaniel. The points are going to be hard to come by. In the lane, Swanger all the way through. Nothing called. Shot was blocked. Christ stole it from behind.
That should have been over and back, too.
Well, he has to catch it. And you know what? It was over and back. And it wasn't called.
Yep.
Rams got a break there. Because he controlled it in the front court and then had it in the back court. But a great play, nonetheless, by Johnny Christ. And now Cochran's foul. And they're going to call a shooting foul? Alrighty then.
The key.
Luke is shooting too. A lot of trips to the free throw line for Highlands so far in this game.
I was telling Ron Richards before the game about our Derry game where we shot 2 fouls and the game was played an hour and 5 minutes. He said, I don't think that's going to happen tonight, and he's right.
6 points for Luke Cochran. And it's 19-13. Johnny Christ gets a blow. 27 seconds left. Caleb Radishak is in. You don't want Johnny picking up a foul here on Knoch's last possession.
We've already had 6 foul shots by the Golden Rams.
Cochran 2 out of 2. And made 5 of them.
And Luke has 7.
19-14. It's a 5-point game. 23 seconds. Now to Frazier. To Sanks. You got to get on Sanks in a hurry because he's going to look to shoot that immediately, if not sooner. 13 seconds. This is shite.
Yeah, I think they're playing for the last one here.
Oh, they threw it backcourt. The Rams will get a turnover. And the good news is Highlands has the arrow. They get a chance for a twofer here. 6.4 seconds to go. They have the ball, and we'll get it to start the second quarter. And Johnny Christ back in. And the Rams have cut into it a little bit here. It was 18-8. And now it's 19-14.
Adam Bijak into the game.
Three-pointer. Cochran off the rim.
Deep again, Mike.
Cochran tried to save it. It's Knoch's ball at 1.6. Radishak back in for Christ. 1.6 seconds to go. 19-14 Knoch.
Try to keep everything in front of you, Mike. Don't let him throw it deep. That'll work.
They work it in, and it's loose. And the Rams finished the first quarter on a 6-1 run and cut into that Knoch lead. It's Knoch 19 and Highlands 14.
Basketball season is in full swing. You've probably been putting off that much-needed work around the house. Why not let the pros at B&E Home Renovation install new kitchen, bathroom, game room, or addition to make your home a winner? With over 100 years of combined experience, owner Brian Nee, his team of professionals at B&E Home Renovations guarantee your job will be done completed and on time, exactly the way you want it, and in plenty of time for that championship celebration. Customer service, always their top priority. Give Brian a call today at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate, or visit their Facebook page, B&E Home Renovations, where the B is always busy. I was talking to Brian about my son Ken's looking for a house. I said, there's a lot of flipping going around. I asked him if he does flipping. He goes, no, but you find an older house, you pay for it, he'll come in, he'll fix it up. It's like you're only doing your own flipping.
Right, exactly. And you'll know you're going to get the job done right.
Yep. An idea for the young home buyers. And then he says you also get to customize it. You pick what you want versus letting the flipper pick it for you.
All right, second quarter. The Rams did a good job of fighting their way back into it. And
yeah, they're down 10 early, Mike.
Right, it was 18-8, so they finished 6-1. And now we'll see here.
With possession.
They get the ball to start the second quarter, exactly. Team fouls are 5 against Knoch, 4 against Highlands. And Jared Schuckengast on the bench with 3 for the Knights. Here's Pacey to McDaniel. Cochran in the lane. Cochran goes up and scores, and it's 19-16.
Luke in with 9. 1 possession game.
Now a long feed to Sanks. Plays catch for Scheidt, 30 feet apart. Scheidt kicked it back out top. There's Bajusic in there wearing 1. Sanks in front of the student section. Now to Frazier. Shut off by Myers. Scheidt. Bajusic. Bajusic's 5'11". How'd they let him in there? Back to Frazier. Good defense by Highlands here. He carried it in there, and the Rams stole it anyway. Lead feed to Myers. Drives, lays, missed it. Rebound Cochran, no good. Rebound Knoch. Rams had a great chance there, but unable to get the basket.
Turnover. Here it goes again.
And they call foul. Oh, my goodness.
You're gonna get
Frazier just puts it under his arm and walks in there, and the foul is called.
And he had no idea what he was going to do with it.
No, he didn't. That's what we call a bailout.
And I don't think it's a shooting foul.
That's what they called.
Wow. I didn't see that. Frazier, again, with 7. Leads the Knoch Knights in scoring.
Makes the first. He missed one earlier. 74%. 20-16, Knoch by 4. 7 minutes left till halftime. Second one is also good. That's not the guy you want at the foul line for them.
Nope. 74% free throw.
But a lot of their guys, they shoot 68% as a team. Highlands shoots 66 now. They really picked that up. Oh, Pacey fell down, needs help, and fires a bullet over to Myers. Back to Cochran. With Pavlik on him. He takes him all the way to the basket, goes in, got hammered, no foul, and no basket. Rebound Knoch. It's a broken record. This is Scheit. Scheit's going to let it fly. It's in. Rattles home. His first basket of the night. And it's 24-16.
All 5 Knoch players on the scorecard now.
And 4 from downtown. Highlands has hit 1. It was the difference in the first game. And it's proving to be the difference here. Inside to Christ. Oh, made a great post move and laid it in. 5 points for Johnny, 24-18. Now against a trap, and Scheit does a good job to get out of there, throws a bad pass, and Myers stole it. Now to Cochran, forecourt. Luke wants to take it to the basket and got fouled on his way in on Jake Scheit. That's team foul number 6 against the Knights, so from now on, Highlands will shoot.
Again, Highlands trying to get out in transition, Mike. They've been effective off of it.
Oh, they got Pavlik. His first foul. They had a pick. Oh, great job by Frazier to knock that away from Christ in the post. Frazier all the way with a nice move, missed it. Christ with the save, but he didn't have anybody to pass it to. Offensive foul against Knoch. Christ tried to throw it in, but Don never came back in bounds to get back into play.
Great play by Johnny, Mike.
Yeah.
Great hustle. Ryan Lang going to get the call there.
Player control foul. That's team foul number 7. Rams will be in the bonus. Cochran. Oh, had it for a second.
Yeah, he looked like
Pavlik was late, yeah.
That's what you need right down there, Mike.
Price. They double team him. Goes to Myers. Corner 3 ball. Up the rim. No good. Rebound McDaniel. Kicked it back out to Myers. Now to Pacey. He's open. Here it comes. Off the rim. Pavlik. Rams
Good
not
job
hitting.
by Johnny.
Oh, Christ stole it to Cochran. Johnny with a lay-in.
Whoa, and he went down hard, Mike. No call.
What did they blow the whistle for? Just making sure he was okay?
Yeah, I think that extra pass, Mike, and Julian Sanks wasn't down very long.
Stosh is really vocal with Ron Richards.
He wants a push.
And Tom DeFrancis. 24-20.
There was a push there.
Yeah, there was. You didn't see things. Beauty of YouTube.
All right, Golden Rams see if they can feed off that little run there, Mike. Take advantage of 2 Knoch turnovers.
Scheit throws a bullet and stolen by Cochran. Rams down 4 with a basketball. Less than 5 to go first half. Here's McDaniel. Out to Christ. Myers left side. Scheit's on him now. Cochran looked at the basket, didn't take it. Pacey. Gave up the dribble, needs some help. Myers left wing. Now McDaniel and the Rams reset the offense. Myers out of the corner for 3. It's off the rim, no good. And a foul by McDaniel. That's a bad foul, reaching for behind like that.
That corner shot's the toughest shot to make, Mike. And where we're situated, I'm in direct line with the basket. You can tell when they leave their hands.
McDaniel picks up his second foul in
team 6.
4:25 left of the half. 4-point Knoch lead. This is what a playoff game will be like.
Every time they make that little run, Mike, Knoch seems to find some way to
Lang. Now to Scheit.
Take the momentum back.
Scheit got shut off.
Right there.
Working underneath the McKee. His shot is blocked. McDaniel the rebound. Highlands with the ball down 4. scored 6 points in about the last 6 minutes.
Works for me.
Oh, nice move by Johnny. Lost it for a second and made the save to Cochran. Kicked it out to Myers. Myers with a runner. It's off the rim and falls home.
Myers with 6, and they're going to get a timeout. What's up?
Timeout by Highlands. 24-22 with 3:43 to go.
Interesting timeout, Mike. Yeah, we're on a little run there, but Coach saw something he wanted to talk about. I want to talk about the Bouchers. Many companies can give you car insurance quotes, but only Nationwide backs up with dedicated licensed professionals and superior claim service. Mel and Jonathan Boucher Agency want to make insuring your new teen driver a stress-free experience. Make sure to ask about Nationwide's young driver discount. When you compare, no one beats the Boucher's rates for young drivers. Call your hometown Nationwide agents, John and Mel, at 724-224-4300, and they'll help you choose the coverage that's right for you and your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, the AK Valley, the Bouchers, and Nationwide are on your side.
By the way, Landon was asking about music earlier on. Landon, this is Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. I didn't need Shazam for that one. They played Emerson, Lake, and Palmer in the pregame. I needed Shazam for that one.
All right, knocked in by here, up to 3:43 to go. Highlands down 10 early. It made a little run here, extending that 1-2-2 pressure.
Highlands on a 14-6 run to get this back to 2 points. Here's Lang out top. Frazier left side. Got into a double team. Got in trouble. They're going to call a foul.
Jump ball.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Stosh wanted to travel. Ron McNabb doesn't like it. He wanted a foul.
They're calling it on pace.
Yeah, they called a foul. I thought so.
Looked like he signaled jump ball.
Well, Mackey was about to argue, and then when Don Gambridge started calling the foul, he started clapping. He did the Hank Stram. Good call. You called it good.
Well, I think he was indicating one-on-one. That's what the hands up with.
Frazier hits the first. He'll get another.
He's got 10 of their 25.
25-22. Swanger in for Pacey. 3-point Knoch lead. 3:26 left of the first half. Frazier hits them both. And now the horn goes for some reason. That happened in the JV game too. They must have a malfunction. Cochran forecourt.
Frazier 6 for 7 from the foul line.
Here's McDaniel. Out to Kreis. Now to Swanger. Myers is open. Puts it on the floor. Drives all the way in. Up and under move. It won't go. It's tipped and Kreis got it for Highlands. And he's fouled. Johnny will shoot the 1-and-1 at 3:06.
Lang gets his third real quick, Mike.
A little bit of foul trouble for the night.
Second.
Yeah, that's 2. So Kreis is 1 out of 3 tonight. We'll go back and give it another shot.
Yep, we need him to shoot 53% from the line. Needs to make these one-on-ones.
First one is good. 26-23 now. Back to a one-possession game. Kreis gets another. That's short. And Lang had to rebound. Looked like he walked about 3 times there.
That's not a walk.
3-point game. Here's Frazier forecourt. Now to Scheidt. 25 feet away from the basket. Didn't want the shot. Lang will take it off the rim. Rebound. Kreis got up there to pull it down.
Highlands played the 1-3-1 for the first time that time, Mike.
Now McDaniel forecourt. Myers left side. Corey had 6 of them on Sunday. Hasn't been able to get off the schneid tonight. Rams have only a 1 3-pointer, and that's by Cochran.
And that's the difference right
Kreis
now.
goes in, bodies down, basket good.
He's got 10. He leads
into double
hot in the score.
And it's 26-25. Rams have cut it to 1 here.
10 down early, Mike.
Here's Scheidt. Out to Lang. Corner for Frazier. Looked to shoot it, but lost the handle. Clock winds to 2, and a 3 is in and out. Cochran the rebound. Rams could take the lead here. They led 3-2. McDaniel's all the way down. It woke up.
Oh,
here's
baby.
Johnny.
There you go.
27-26.
Hopefully that gets the engine started, Mike.
And a foul. Not a good foul. 45 feet from the basket.
McDaniel gets his third.
And I'll tell you what, the last two just haven't been very smart.
And he played, remember, the entire JV game, Mike.
And you could have something there, maybe a little fatigue. I don't know if he's tired, but he's more tired than the other guys that are out there, that's for sure.
Swanger and Pacey now going to be the guards. We're going to go a little smaller.
Frazier at the line, shoots the 1-and-1.
He doesn't miss.
In and out. That's his second miss of the night. 27-26. Rams with the ball and the lead. Cochran used the arm, and Mackey didn't like that. It's been a physical game, no doubt about it. Veteran crew of officials. Swanger's open, and here it comes. It's off the back rim. Price tried to get that rebound, but it's taken by Scheidt, 2-on-1. Scheidt lays it in. 5 for him, all in his second quarter. And Knoch hit it out of bounds. Last touch by Frazier.
Yeah,
Rams will get the key in down a point.
There was no way we were saving that one.
Johnny was up there, though. I'll tell you that. Looped it into Kreis off the inbound. Back out to Myers. In the paint. A runner is in and out. Rebound. Myers got his own and brought it out.
Smart move there.
A tough move, too. Pacey's tripped from behind, and Dom will shoot 1-and-1 at 1:04.
Second on Sanks. Dom, a 61% free throw shooter. And these 1-on-1s are so critical, Mike. Every point's going to count.
Sure is. Chance to tie it here at 1:04. It's off the rim, and you really don't want to miss those front ends of 1-on-1s. Sanks traveled, and then he got bailed out on a Swanger foul. He walked when he launched that drive, I thought.
Not going anywhere for a while, Mike.
Swanger picks up the foul. This will be a 1-and-1 for Julian Sanks. He shoots 70%.
Both teams 9 fouls in the first half.
58 seconds to go. Knocked by 1. Sanks' front end of the 1-and-1 is good. It's only 4 points for him. He had 11 the first time we played. 29-27. And Knoch has the arrow also, looking ahead to the second half, or the next held ball. Sanks makes 1 out of 2. Rams with the ball down a pair. Cochran is fouled on a nickel dimer called by Don Gambridge. That's on Lang, and it's his third foul.
Will be a third this time.
So Cochran will shoot 2. That's team foul number 10. Luke 2 for 2 tonight. Chance to tie it up here. 54 seconds left of the first half.
In a packed house here at Knoch.
In a spirited game, dripping with section ramifications.
That's pretty simple, Mike. Knoch wins, they're going to win the section. Highlands wins, they have a chance for a tie in the section. And both teams are considered
each team will have
champions.
2 games left, and it would be tie. Cochran makes them both. And you never know what could happen down the stretch, that's for sure. I give you Nishanik beating Aliquippa.
10 for Luke now.
Tied at 29, our second tie. 47 seconds. If I know Ron McNabb, they're going to hold it for 1. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Especially with the arrow. And they have ball handlers to do it. Here's Frazier. Now to Sanks. Puts it on the floor. Sanks goes in against Swanger. Found the matchup he liked. Missed the shot. Rebound Myers.
One shot!
Rams have a chance now. With 29 seconds. Cochran, it dipped over. Highlands takes the lead back. 31-29. Knoch has it. 12 seconds. You really would like to take the lead into the locker room.
That'd be nice.
Here's Frazier. We've been hit with so many of these at the end of quarters and halves. Sanks lets a wild one go. It's no good. Rebound, Kreis fires at the length of the court. And that's the end of the first half. And Highlands has fought all the way back. They were down 10. And at the end of the first half of play, the score Highlands 31 and the Knoch Knights 29. Well, winter is here, but the good news is there's nothing on the ground, so I can think of no better time to go in to Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley for 26 consecutive years and the best place for an oil change the last 24. Family owned and operated since 1961, Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires in the Pittsburgh area. And as always, if you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. Visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call and trend them at 724-9222. In Natrona Heights at 7 724-7900, or Highland Integrity Alignment, 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price, we deliver. There you see the story. It's halftime. We'll be back with stats and more right after this. We are back in Saxonburg. Highlands leads it at halftime, 31-29. They finished that first half on a 23-11 run.
Yeah, Mike, they talked about the big two. They've shown up tonight. Luke Cochran in with 13, Johnny Christ in with 12, and oh, by the way, Corey Myers added 6, and that's a big 6 with the 2-point lead. They spread out their scoring. Scott Fraser has 11, Jared Schreckengoss 5, Brady McKee 4, Jake Scheich 5, and Julian Sanks in with 4. The Golden Rams, again, down by 10 to come back here in the second quarter and lead by 2. Get a chance to talk about Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph. Proudly welcome you to Lucchino Insurance and Finance Group. Serving the 8K Valley for decades, Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. The big thing right now is a guaranteeing 4% on your money and your money back. 4% guaranteed. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection. Or call Joe today at 724-224-8908. Or Joseph at 724-905-7583. Why wait? The Lucchino Insurance Financial put you on the road to financial stability today. Big second half coming up here, Mike.
It is.
Section on the line. Highlands ahead by 2.
Not to look ahead, but Friday night we will be at home against Mount Pleasant. Our next to last home game now, it will be senior night. We will honor our seniors then. And then the following Thursday, February 7th.
It's senior night again.
It's for the senior citizens, however.
That's correct.
Show your gold card, you get in for free, and show your gold card and get a free hot dog. We will play Nazareth Prep that night. It'll be a makeup game next Thursday night, so you want to show up for that. If you don't have your gold card, get in touch with the administration building, and they'll help you out, or Chuck DeBoer or anyone there, and they'll help you. There's a 3 out of the corner. It's missed. Myers on the weak side.
You don't have to cook dinner tonight, right, Mike?
Here's Cochran now to take control of it.
Highlands came on that 1-3-1, Mike. That's been effective for them. And they're going to make Knoch shoot over top of it. Oh, wish it had went all the way with that one, Mike.
You look like he had a little bit of an avenue over there. Now he's going to dump it inside to Christ. Christ works around him, man. Goes with a reverse and scored. They can't stop him in there. He walked right around McKee and laid it in.
And again, Mike, we said Johnny had to have a big game tonight in the pregame. And so far, he leads all scorers with 14.
And he had 19 the first time these two teams played. Here's Sanks. Oh, Fraser dribbled it off his foot and Christ stole it. Christ going to take it all the way home. And he had it stolen back by McKee. Fraser drives in and it goes.
He's got 13. He leads their scoring.
33-31.
Highlands has forced 9 turnovers, committed 6 themselves.
Highlands by 2. Here's Myers.
Original starters on the floor. Seth Cohen got in foul trouble too early.
It was a long 3 by Cochran. I thought it was going to settle, and Cohen's got 4 fouls already.
3.
Is it 3? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. But he's gonna...
I gave him 1 too many. I think he's going to have to stay in there.
Yeah.
Knoch could tie it back up here, take the lead with a 3. Highlands led by 4.
Well, Sanks looks like he walks, Mike. He has that ball, but he doesn't get control of it.
Yeah.
It's not a walk until he establishes a pivot.
Out top for Scheich. Back to Sanks. Here it comes. In and out, no good. Rebound, Johnny Christ.
Johnny did a great job of blocking out that time, Mike.
They've dried up from out there. They've only hit 1 since the first quarter. And that's their game. Highlands by 2. 2 minutes into the second half. Cochran spots out to take it against a man with Christ with a screen. Cochran kicked it out to Pacey in the corner. Tom drives in, back to Myers, puts it on the floor. Goes in, made a nice move, and he shot missed. Rebound Cohen, it won't go, but he'll shoot a couple at 5:44.
Brady McKee picks up his 3rd foul, Mike. Schreckengoss, McKee, and Lang all with 3.
Team fouls even 1 apiece second half.
I stand corrected. Somehow that's only his 1st foul. Usually I'm off 1, rarely 2.
Cohen missed the first. He'll get another.
That's Jimmy Quince. Everybody gets a good look at him there.
There's Jimmy. We saw Dom earlier. Cohen will get another here.
You'll see him next year.
Oh, we'll see plenty of them. Seth Drain's the second. His first point of the night. He's off to Schneid. Now we have 4 guys scoring, and it's 34-31. 3-point lead for the Rams. Frazier forecourt. Nice in there against Christ.
No
Bodies
call.
all up. Johnny,
like that?
Johnny with a prone rebound.
Johnny's got to stop yapping and Mike. He's giving Ambrose the business there, and he won't take it.
He won't take it. Cochran all the way through, lays it up and scores.
Nice job.
He's got 15.
36-31. Now Frazier. Shut off by Pacey. Corner now, and it's a three's a dipper. Rebound is loose. Johnny Christ again with another rebound. He's got to have a double-double
Nice
already.
job of gathering
Lead it
that.
ahead. There's Myers. Myers lost the handle. They throw it in, and it's going to be Knoch's ball.
It's tipped.
It was
tipped. Come on.
Problem down there, Mike, again, what is out of bounds and what is not. That goal line is the out of bounds line. Fooled Corey Myers that time. Highlands commits their 7th turnover.
Frazier left wing. Pacey out there to give him a look. Now Sanks works it back. They go in the post to Scheidt. Kicked it back out to Lang, right side, the freshman. Scheidt takes it back, throws a looper out to Schreckengast, who's out there. Sanks 3, no, rebound Cohen.
I'm telling you, Mike, it's
Again,
tough to shoot from those corners.
They have dried up from out there. Here's Pacey.
The 1-3-1 will give you that corner shot, Mike, but it's a tough shot to make.
Now we're going to have an offensive foul. They're going to get a moving screen on Cohen, and that is 4. Unless they called Myers with the arm.
I think they're going to call Cohen. Mike.
Yeah, they did. Yep. So McDaniel's back in.
He's got 3.
4:13 to go, third quarter. Highlands 36, Knoch 31. I think what we said in the pregame is going to hold true, Dean. I think Highlands is going to have to score in the 50s and win it. Lang's 3 is no good. McDaniel, they went over the back, but that's fine because Schreckengast tipped it out of bounds. That'll work.
Highlands gets the ball here at the 4-minute mark with a 5-point lead.
Again, if Highlands wins this game, these two teams will be tied at the top of the section. Now, they've each beaten each other once, and each have 2 games left. Highlands will play Mount Pleasant and Derry yet. Oh, and a backdoor to Christ, and he dumped it off to McDaniel, and he missed an easy bunny. Rebound Knoch.
That one hurts, Mike.
It does. Sanks forecourt. Knoch's remaining section games will be against Derry here and at Freeport to finish it up. Again, teams they beat, they haven't lost a section game yet. There's a 3, finally by Lang, and down it goes. No, I'm sorry, that's Scheidt.
That's lead down to 2, Mike.
36-34.
That's where we started this quarter. Golden Rams missed some close-in shots, Mike.
Myers lets it go. It's off the front rim.
You don't need to shoot 3.
Rebound Schreckengast. Loop it ahead to Lang, and it's too far, and it's a turnover for the Knights. And Ron McNabb beside himself, exhorting his team.
10 turnovers now for Knoch. Highlands committed 7.
Oh, that's a plus. Pacey forecourt. Tries all the way to the basket. They let him do it. Threw up a wild reverse shot that wouldn't go, and Sanks got the rebound. Price went down hard.
Johnny's hurt.
And Johnny is hurt. Gets up very slowly. Sanks forecourt. Corner now. That's Schreckengast for 3. Tried to buy the foul. There wasn't anything there. McDaniel needs help.
Timeout. Yep, get some time. Get
Back to Cochran, and the Rams have the basketball up 2. Pacey out of the corner, and he traveled.
Come on. We need a timeout, Mike.
Swanger in, Pacey out. 2:19 to go, third quarter. Highlands by 2. 36-34. Knoch led it by 10 early on. Schreckengast will try again. That one's good, and Knoch takes the lead back.
Highlands went man-to-man there, Mike. Knoch took advantage of it.
37-36, Knights by 1. Rams, that's a 6-0 run for Knoch. 2 3-pointers have them back in the lead. Cochran drives all the way in. Shot, score, foul.
Sanks try to slide underneath, Mike. He's going to get a third, and he's talking. That's just good. Cochran now has 17, the chance to put the Highlands Golden Rams ahead by 2.
38-37. Highlands leapfrogs back on top. Luke Cochran 5 for 5 from the line. And the Rams lead at 39-37. Now Knox heated up. They've hit a couple here in the third quarter. The long ones, their specialty, what they have to do. Lang stops and pops and scores. His first basket of the night, and we're tied at 39. Corey Myers. Now McDaniel.
Johnny's in a low post, Mike. They got to get the ball to him down there. Wide open, one-on-one.
Cochran kicked it out to the corner, and here comes Swanger. It's off the rim.
They're going to get
and a
Johnny.
Foul on Johnny Christ. That'll be 3 on Highlands second half.
When he's got that guy posted down there, Mike, they got to at least look in. I coached him back in 8th grade. We always had a rule. Johnny had to touch the ball. Simple as that. He's got such a height advantage.
Scheit forecourt in a tie game.
Johnny and Don Gambridge having a discussion. They're two big men. They know what it's like to battle down there.
Oh, Sanks, I thought he was going to let her go. Now, Scheit will. It's off the rim. Rebound Christ. Rams with the ball in a tie game. 45 seconds left of the quarter. McDaniel had to get down there to get it. Lang saved it for a moment, but he stepped on the line. Good hustle by him. He'll make Highlands key it in here. Brady McKee's coming back in for Ron McNabb. They'll replace Schreckengoss. He doesn't want him to get his 4th foul. 42 seconds left of the quarter. Highlands with the ball and the arrow. Swanger got to go deep to Christ, and he goes up to get it. All the way home and lays it in.
Here's Johnny that time, Mike, taking over. He's got 16.
41-39. Rams by 2.
Back to the 1-3-1. They got to stop this guy right here, 33, Mike.
Scheit.
He's hit 2 from right there. You got to step out on him.
Scheit gets it back, 19 seconds. Now to Sanks.
Arrow favors Highlands.
Less than 10 seconds now. 6, 5, Sanks, 2, 1. It doesn't go in. That's too late.
No good.
Too
no
late.
good. No good.
And that's the end of the third quarter with the score. Highlands 41 and Knoch 39. Well, trivia time is A&B Pizza time. Call 724-224-5311 to order your A&B Pizza now.
And Mike, 10-10 that quarter. Here's our trivia question. A kid named Oscar Tishabue from Kennedy Christian was named first team McDonald's All-American, and he is only the second player, Mike, think about it. He's only the second player in Western Pennsylvania history to get that honor. First team All-American. That's the entire country. Who was the other Western Pennsylvania player to get that honor?
Wow. Is it a local school?
It is a local school.
It is a local
WPIL school. Kennedy Catholic, Kennedy Christian is not, but local school. I believe, I know I met him. I think you were with me when we met him.
I was going to go, I meant local school, AK Valley local school. Okay.
WPIL.
Okay. So a WPIAL player at one point was a first-team All-American.
Only 5 named in the country every year.
Right. Can you give me a decade, maybe?
I'm going to say the 90s.
Okay.
Late 90s for sure.
How about Dante Calabria?
No. I can tell you this. We met them, not Dante's, but I think we met him at Damon's. The old trivia place in Fox Chapel.
Right. Christ got all the way through, lays it in.
What a great control that time by Johnny, Mike. I thought he was too far.
Lost it for a second. Rams back up by 4.
He's got 18.
I'll contest everything.
Knight's forecourt. Frazier left side. Now to Schreckengoss. They collapse quickly on him. Now they post it. Bodies all over the place. Cochran went down. Myers got the rebound as McKee couldn't get it to go.
All right, Highlands can be patient here, Mike, with a 4-point lead.
Rams could take their biggest lead of the night. Out to Kreis. Now to Swanger. Now they run the handoffs up top. Now McDaniel was open for a second. Here's
right there,
Swanger.
Mike, there.
And a travel.
I didn't see it, did you? Boy, but they had Johnny on the blocks, Mike. That's what we wanted, right there. Doggone it. Delivered on the right-hand side, too.
1 minute in. I got to try to get back to trivia. How about a school?
Shaler.
Danny Fortson?
Did you meet him with me that night?
Yes.
I thought so.
I saw him play. Went up to Newcastle to see him when he was at Shaler. Now out of the corner, Schreckengoss threes, up around, no good. Rebound, there's a Ram in there, and it's Cochran.
Let's try to get Johnny pinned down there again, Mike.
Cochran with the ball. Rams up 4. Corner to McDaniel. Looked at the basket, didn't do it.
Johnny down on those blocks. Come on.
Now Cochran drives in and got fouled on a little nickel dimer. That'll be the 3rd against Knoch. The Rams will key it in.
If you remember, Mike, Danny was not a happy camper when we met him. Do you remember why?
Because was it Cincinnati losing? Is that what it was?
Yeah, he was dispatched from the NCAA like in the first round. And Cincinnati was to have a deep run that year.
That's right. Remember, A&B Pizza, 2418 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Call 724-224-5311 and tell them we got the question right. Tell them Mike and Mike sent you, and you'll get $1 off your pizza from A&B.
Jay Bartow, the old Shaler coach, did the introductions for us.
That's the 4th foul on Schreckengoss. Cochran baseline. Back out to Myers. Here it comes. Bang!
There it goes. Bango. Big one for Corey. He's got 9, and the Golden Rams lead by 7.
Oh, nearly a steal by Pacey. Here's Lang for 3 out of the corner. That's no good. Rebound, McKee on the weak side, but it came to
Lots of Golden Rams chased that down, Mike, and they had a weak side rebound. They didn't take advantage of it.
Now Scheit. They go corner to Schreckengoss. Put it off his foot. Highlands ball at 5:52. Rams by 7 now.
11 Knoch turnovers, Mike. The Golden Rams will force them.
Crowd booing, but Schreckengoss dribbled it off his foot.
We had a good view of it here.
Yeah, the students are as far as they could possibly be away from that one to see it. Kreis. Now we got an offensive foul against the Rams. It's going to be on Cochran for a clear out.
Boy, Mike, you really got to be looking for that one, and Don Gambridge was. That'll be turnover number 10.
There were 3 people down there. Don, Luke, and the Knoch player. He saw it. 5:40 to go. Highlands has committed 4 team fouls second half. Knoch 3. Rams by 7. Their biggest lead of the game. Trying to tie the section up and give themselves a chance to go back-to-back in section for the 4th time in their history. Scheit.
Pacey's got to be really active on top, Mike, to make sure those wings don't get those shots off.
Jake Scheit gets it back from Frazier.
That's where he wants to go from.
Here's Lang.
See, that's right there. You got to come
Scheit's
back
open.
and cover that.
It's good.
They got to come back and cover that, Mike.
11 for Jake Scheit, 3 from downtown, and it's 46-42. He only had 5 back at Highlands.
That's his spot right there, Mike.
Rams taking the air out of it, leading by 4. Now the pace is Knoch's pace. There isn't any doubt about that. Rams trying to beat. That should be on Sanks.
That's it. They got to get Sanks.
Rams trying to beat him at their own game.
That's him.
And Sanks has his 4th foul.
14 fouls apiece. Highlands gets the inbound the ball.
Sanks and Schreckengoss both have 4 for Knoch. Highlands will key it in at 4:46, leading it by 4. Here's Cochran.
Sanks has to be careful now with Luke.
Drives in. Oh, he tried to go baseline, and Luke and Johnny on different pages together. Turnover Highlands.
11 turnovers apiece now. And like I said, Don Pacey's got to be really active on those wings, Mike.
Now, Frazier took a look, but McDaniel closed down on him quickly.
The corner shots I can live with. It's those wing shots you got to watch.
They got 4 players outside the arc and McKee working down inside the paint. That's it. Now McKee comes out and sets a screen. There's nobody down there.
That one they can have. That's the one they don't want them to have right there.
Here's Sanks. They are just doing everything they can to find a 3-point shot. They are not even looking to go inside. Here's Scheidt against Pacey.
Pacey did a nice job to shut that off that time.
Myers bothered Frazier. Now underneath the Lang. Nice reverse. Missed the shot. Chrysler rebound. 4 minutes left.
Rebound.
Highlands by 4.
Fours are wild here. Highlands head by 4 at the 4-minute mark.
Cochran now, forecourt. Timeout Highlands at 3:51 to go. 4th quarter, Rams by 4.
Well, Mike, I'm glad I got a Planet Fitness at the Heights Plaza in Tron Heights, because if not, my heart couldn't take these tight games. The judgment-free zone, Planet Fitness provides a unique setting where everyone, and we mean everyone, is free to work out, non-intimidating environment. January 31st, up to then, $10, $10 a month after that. Open 24/7, workout at your own schedule. Saturday I had to go get 2 workouts in, Mike, because I didn't have basketball practice. I can tell you this, Saturday night you can go there and work. Nobody's there. That's when they clean the place, I found out, too. It's always spotless. Teen 13 and 15 can join, accompanied by an adult 18 or older. 16-year-olds can have their own membership. Remember, $10, $10 a month. Stop by Planet Fitness in Heights Plaza today. I need 500 more steps, Mike, to get my 10,000 in today. I will get those, just getting out of here. Hopefully I'll be happy feet with a win.
3:51 remaining. Rams 46, Knoch 42. Unless this goes a couple overtimes, I don't think we're getting to 60.
A win's a win, Mike.
Well, this is how they were going to have to do it, and it's the way playoff games are played. They get it right down to Kreis.
That's where I want it.
Turnaround, Johnny up, no good. Rebound, Kreis is fouled. He shoots 2 at 3:39. Let's see who the foul's on.
It's on Lang.
And he's got 4.
Yep.
So Lang, Sanks, and Schreckengost all have 4. Sanks on the bench right now.
I would like to see that ball going to Johnny every time, Mike. He's got to touch it.
19 points. He had 19 back at Highlands 3 weeks ago.
Highlands ahead by 5 now.
47-42. Second one up. It's also good. 2 clutch ones from Johnny Kreis. 20 points. Rams by 6.
Get those wings covered.
Frazier. Now to Scheidt. Now they finally went baseline. Schreckengost in trouble. The Rams block it. It's loose. Kreis has it.
Johnny's been big on the boards too tonight.
He's been a man tonight. There's no doubt about it. A man amongst boys. Cochran.
Pull back out, guys. No rush.
McDaniel.
Just be careful. Get it down to Johnny on the block.
Now, this is opposite of what we had.
Right there, Mike. Look, he's right there on the block.
This is opposite of what we had at Highlands. The Rams are going to be patient and massage the clock. McDaniel out top. And so many young players out there. McDaniel, Pacey. All sophomores. Myers a junior. Kreis a junior. Cochran a junior. Cochran all the way to the basket. Lays it up and it won't go in. Pacey's right there and he scores.
Big Dom, his first 2 of the night. It is a big 2.
50-42.
Cover that wing.
Highlands by 8.
Get on that wing. That one they can have. He's out of bounds.
He goes baseline and scores. Ron McNabb wants a timeout. 2:24 to go. Highlands 50, Knoch 44. Now the Wireless Zone is the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America, offering the most popular smartphones, tablets, connected devices, and all the latest accessories with award-winning customer service. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Mr. Mason is in attendance here tonight. Wireless Zone has 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Your Wireless Zone headquarters are in Natrona Heights at the Walmart Plaza, or at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall, next to J.C. Penney's, and across from Victoria's Secret. Or find the Wireless Zone store nearest you simply by visiting wirelesszone.com.
Well, Mike, I think everybody's got their money's worth tonight. Both.
It's been a terrific basketball game, Dean. Knoch jumped out to an 18-8 lead.
Looked ugly early, huh?
And the Rams have outscored them by 16 since then. All all-time series is tied at 33. Somebody's going to take the all-time series lead, and I have a feeling this is the second of 3 meetings.
Could be, Mike, and you talk about rivalries. This is what a rivalry is when it's 33-33 after all these years.
Yeah, when both teams hold up their end of the bargain. McDaniel, 2:15. When does Ron McNabb foul? Knox committed 5. They have 1 to give. Cochran's all the way home. Man, he can't get it.
Mike.
Snake bit.
Yeah.
Oh, nearly a double dribble, but here's Saxon there. Remember, a lot of nights. Oh, steal by Myers. Knocked it free. Got it to Cochran. Cochran all the way in. Travels. That's probably the best case scenario right there.
Yep, 12.
Don't you think?
Uh-oh.
No foul or anything. 1:55 left. It's a 6-point Highlands lead.
All right, Mike, they got to dig down deep now.
A lot of timeouts left. Ron McNabb has 4 remaining. He's from the Falter School. He never calls many. They'll have him now down the stretch. Frazier stops and pops off the rim. Rebound, McKee got up there. It's kicked out of bounds. The Rams kicked it out of bounds. That's a good call.
All right, Mike, we cannot let them have that cheap bucket we always seem to give up underneath the basket.
Well, they're staying 1-3-1. They shouldn't get it. See? Out deep to Schreckengoss. Now to Frazier. And the thing about this Knoch possession, it's taking time off the clock. It's down to 1:33. Schreckengoss, no. Rebound and a foul. And it didn't go in. As following this shot nicely was Frazier. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 at 1:29.
You don't want to get that point-blank shot up, Mike, that's for sure. But you also don't want to stop the clock with the lead. That is Corey Myers' first foul tonight.
So shooting 2 is Frazier. MasonEliteHoops.com. You mentioned that earlier. We wanted to get that in for everybody that wants to go there and take a look. Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Frazier hits the first.
He leads all Knox scores with 14.
Not 33, though. Former great coach Les Shoup is here.
Look great. I talked about
You see him in the hallway there. His missed it, tipped out of bounds, and Knoch will keep it. They say Johnny touched it last. Don Gambridge did. 1:28 to go. It's back to 5. Les was the architect of the last Knoch team to win an outright section title that they did here in 2003. Sanks back in.
Hines has to dig deep now, Mike.
Pajuzic is out. They need to continue to make them wind time. Yeah, Sanks out of the corner, off the rim.
That's
Rebound, Cochran.
Mike. That is such a tough shot to make.
1:20 to go. Team fouls even at 5. Keep an eye on that. Cochran.
We don't need it.
Run away!
Here's Kreis. 1:13 to go. Myers, McDaniel. And McDaniel's fouled by McKee. Rams will key it in at 1:08. That's 2 on Brady. Ron McNabb is substituting here. He got caught with Sanks out there. He really didn't want to do that. Now he's going to call timeout. 1:08 remaining. Highlands 50, Knoch 45 as we come down the stretch in a wild one in Saxonburg. Corey Myers and Johnny Kreis having a discussion with Ron Richards, a newly minted official, the former outstanding coach at Plum.
Mike, we didn't mention much in the section tonight because everything is here tonight with a section title on the line for both teams. But Derry plays Jacques tonight, and
if Derry wins, they clinch a playoff spot.
And Mike, watch out for them. They're 11-5, and we have to go there yet.
Right.
Let's
next
not put
Tuesday night, man.
The horse. Freeport is entertaining Mount Pleasant tonight, and top 5 action, a big one tonight, Mike. Quaker Valley is hosting Newcastle. Quaker Valley number 1, Newcastle number 2. Ambridge hosts Hopewell. Uniontown is at Ringgold. Mike, that Uniontown team, 12-3, 7-0, all underclassmen, and there's not too many seniors on the floor tonight.
No, there aren't.
Each team, so.
And Newcastle's young too. You were telling me earlier.
Yes.
By the way, I misspoke. Derry has clinched a playoff spot at 4-3. They are in.
How about
it's
that?
Freeport that's 1 win away. 1 win by Freeport and they're in, and that will just wrap it all up. And we will send 4-4 only.
We talked about young. I want to give a shout out to young Dom Stobert over there, Mike. Pound for pound, the toughest kid in our program. I think he comes in at 65 pounds, he told me tonight. He had 3 steals and 12 ball stops against Riverview.
How about that?
He led the team.
Riverview team pretty good, huh?
Definitely. They're going to be good in years to come.
Paul Sapochny's waiting for those guys up at the big school.
5 8th graders, all 6'2". They look like Knox varsity.
1 minute remaining in the game. They come to get Johnny. And he's fouled. He'll shoot the 1-and-1 at 58 seconds. Now, you got to make the first ones of these. Yeah. You can have 3 of them. You need to make 3 ones at least.
And Schreckengoss walks the plank, Mike. The first goal Knoch Knight to do that. Now, Schreckengoss leads with 8.
Rams are,
yep, these 1-on-1s are so important.
Quick count. Rams are 12 for 17 from the line tonight. Johnny gets a 1-and-1 here. He's got 20 tonight. Rams by 5. Rams by 6.
Big one for Johnny. He's come tonight, Mike. I said in the pregame, he was the key in this game, and he's come to play. Luke Cochran in with 18. Corey Myers, a big 9. And hey, Don Pacey, that little putback, that was important at that stage of the game. Johnny
makes them both. He's made all 4 from the line here in the fourth quarter that he's taken. 52-45. Rams matching their biggest lead. Oh, nearly a steal by Cohen. Rams have committed 5, so their next one won't put Knoch at the line. And 46 seconds. Look at all the time they're taking. They got to shoot the basketball. 43 seconds left. Sanks dribbled it off his foot. Pacey on the floor. There's a battle.
Timeout Highlands. There we go. What a great job by Don Pacey.
They called it a jump ball, Dean.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
No, Richard's going to make sure we get our timeout. I believe Richard is saying timeout.
He's going to jump ball.
He's going to defer.
Jump ball's fine.
Okay.
They still have to inbound it. There's 37 seconds. They've wasted 25 seconds here just trying to get a shot up. They haven't been able to shoot the ball.
But young kids, look at the effort of Don Pacey.
Great job by Pacey there. Going in against the taller Sanks, the senior, the only senior on the floor for them.
Those are things that won't show up in the scorebook, Mike, but boy, that was a big play by Don Pacey.
They got to get the ball up. They are just having all kind of trouble here.
Yep, this zone has definitely affected them.
Here's Pajusic, 30-second. Frazier for 3. Missed everything. Rebound Highlands.
Hang on, baby.
Keep it in Luke's hands now. 22 seconds, they have to foul.
You would think.
Cochran forecourt. Holds on to it, 16 seconds. Underneath the Cohen, back out to Pacey. 13 seconds, it's going to be it. They foul Cochran. Courtney, start the bus.
She wore the shirt tonight too, Mike.
The Rams lead it by 7 with 11 seconds to go.
And Mike down 10 to come back at this place where they don't lose very often. The Golden Rams have done a great job to come in here and grab it, share the section lead.
They haven't lost here all year long. And Cochran, it's a 1-and-1. Cochran lays it in.
He lays it in. That's one way to get to 20, Mike. Everybody's shaking hands. We can't see anything here.
1 second. That's it. It's over. Highlands wins it 54-45 and tie Knoch for first place.
And Mike, great job by the Golden Rams tonight. That 1-3-1 zone was very effective. Knoch had trouble with it all second half. Golden Rams now are tied for the section lead with 2 to go, Mike.
It's a 2-game season, and we'll start it Friday night at home against Mount Pleasant. Well,
I'm going to anchor in.
Why not? Thanks to everybody here. Kurt Reiser, the athletic director, Coach Ron McNabb, and everybody here at Knoch for helping us out. Thanks to Landon Signorella and everybody on our crew. Once again, that final score here tonight. Highlands 54 and Knoch 45. The Rams are tied for first. For the Dean, Mike Choma. This is Mike Pavlik. So long, everybody.